point. But Micah Parsons is hurt because of Bo Nix. And I'm not saying it's one of those things that's Bo Nix's fault, but the violence in which Micah Parsons had to chase Bo Nix the entire second half was extremely evident, whether it was the touchdown to Bandy, the throw to Troy Franklin, getting outside the pocket and finding Lil Jordan Humphrey. You could see that Micah Parsons was the one person in pursuit of Bo Nix the entire day. And on the injury and on the play he was hurt, Bo Nix attempted to get outside. He found Mims, and you could see Micah redirect in order to keep him in the pocket. That was part of what he'd seen the entire night and the way Bo Nix was able to attack that defense. Bo Nix was amazing last night, and it's sad you lose a great player like Micah Parsons, but it was because of the effort he needed to give in order to get to Denver's
It's
quarterback.
an interesting way to look at it. And again, we just hate it for Micah Parsons.
Yeah, it is an interesting way to look at it. Bo Nix was exhausting. Bo Nix was the quarterback in that game. I think you could say probably for the first time in his career that if you were to just show an opposing team, hey, this is all the film we got. You don't know anything about college. You don't know anything about anything else. You're just like, you're playing this team next week. You have a bye. All right. You have 2 weeks to prepare. This is the game. And you show them this game, they would absolutely have to game plan around how do we stop Bo Nix. They always talk about, you have to game plan to slow down, to stop Josh Allen, to stop Lamar Jackson, but you don't have to do that for, and they start naming other quarterbacks, Brock Parties, Jalen, it's quarterbacks that people don't like or think are good enough. And it's only ever really saved for Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, etc. That game, you're like, no, you have to have an absolute targeted game plan on how to slow down Bo Nix. I mean, this Packers defense was elite, top level, and they're fast, they're physical, they're tough, they're well coached. And Bo Nix was like, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, 67.66% completion percentage, 302 yards, 8.9 yards per attempt, 4 touchdowns. And again, none of these were gimme touchdowns or like garbage time touchdowns or kind of like, yeah, well, the game was kind of already over. Like, none of that. 5 big-time throws led the NFL, I'm sure. Yep. 5 big-time throw. I mean, to put this in perspective, Matthew Stafford had 4 big-time throws, and it was against an awful defense of the Detroit Lions, the defense that is just decimated with injuries and just can't get anything going right for them right now. Average depth of target, 10.2. I mean, he just played awesome. He was pressured. He was actually pressured more times than Matthew Stafford 16 and took 0 sacks. Had a 0.00 pressure to sack percentage and a 134.7 passer rating. I mean, there's just such a heavy reliance on Bo Nix in this crucial, wildly important game against this great defense. 15 passing first downs, only 4 rushing. The run game was consistent. Nothing crazy, but realistically 19 carries for 65 yards, 2.4 yards per carry. Had the 1 touchdown, an 8-yard long. I mean, it was 31 carries for 89 yards, 2.9 yards per carry, right? Like, this was all on Bo Nix. To put this in perspective, Caleb Williams had an awesome game, played a great game, also went up against a great defense, although didn't have the pressure of, hey, that offense is also good on the other side of the ball. It's going to be a close game. And, like, this is what he was working with. 33 carries, 142 yards, 4.3 yards per carry, 17-yard runs, 14-yard runs, 2 touchdowns. They had 8 rushing first downs. And again, I'm not doing this to try to compare Caleb to Bo Nix because it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to pick another young quarterback going up against a great defense. And it just feels there's more talk about the Cleveland, the Chicago Bears, and Caleb going up against the Cleveland Browns than what Bo Nix did against the Denver Broncos. And it's just like, doesn't make sense to me. I mean, Caleb Williams versed that exact same team the week before, 19 for 35, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and the 76.6 passer rating, and another big run game, 32 carries, 138 rushing yards. 12 passing first downs, but again, 7 rushing first downs. You could just see, even statistically, even just without watching the game, the absolute reliance of Bo Nix, make a play, make a play, make a play. And that's just what I really want to be able to emphasize here, is just the true putting the game on Bo Nix's shoulders. I mean, Bo Nix is second in pass attempts on the season. And, Patrick Mahomes 502, Bo Nix is 504, Stafford 470. I mean, that's 30 games. That's 30. That's a full game's worth less. Caleb Williams 459. So 46. I mean, like, that's 2 games worth more than 2 games worth of pass attempts. I mean, they're just putting so much on Bo Nix's shoulders. It's just not even funny. And listen, a lot of Dax are inflated because they especially at the beginning of the season, they're down by so much, and he's just throwing. So, like, take away a bunch of those attempts, and Bo Nix will clearly be the leader. This is with them winning games, with them having the best record in the NFL. And it's just like, pretty crazy. And it's just what continues to make it even crazier is he's got all these attempts and his drops are still through the roof, and his drop percentage, 9.1. It's just Patrick Mahomes and Bo Nix have had nearly the same amount of pass attempts, right? It's all by like 1 or 2, whatever. I forget already. 504 to 502, whatever it was, whatever I just said. And Bon Nix has 32 drops. Patrick Mahomes 23. That is a huge difference. I mean, that is a huge huge difference. Matthew Stafford has 19 drops. Bo Nix has almost double that, nearly double that. It's pretty wild. I just don't think we quite understand how good Bo Nix has actually been playing. His passer rating would easily be in the upper 90s. Like, no question about it, easily he'd even have a few more touchdowns because a couple of the drops were touchdown passes. So you can give him like 25 touchdowns to 9 inner, like all of that now boosts his pass rating probably up to like around 100 or so. His passing yards would be 3,400 or so, if you just gave him like an average amount of drops, not nearly double the average. The guy would have close to already like 4,000 passing yards, which would then also lead to more touchdowns, not only because of drop touchdown passes, which I distinctly remember them having like legitimate drop touchdown passes, but now also getting like more conversions, moving the chains, getting into the red zone more, like just having more now just opportunities to score touchdowns. Like, it's not that far of a stretch. It's really not. You're not cooking the books and making stuff up and like, well, let's just give him another 15 touchdowns, another 1,000 yards. Like, it's not what we're doing here. We're just like, give him an average amount of drops. Okay? It's just it's just not hard to imagine that he would be top in the NFL in passing yards. His completion percentage now would easily be top in the NFL passer rate. Like, it'd be top in every metric in a second year, leading the team that has the number that is the number 1 seed in the NFL, the number 1 team in the NFL. And yet it still feels so significantly under discussed. It really does. I mean, he also even has these game-winning moments, fourth quarter comeback, right? Like these epic performances, his like literally record-breaking historical performances, big-time wins at home, on the road, wherever, 2-point conversions, like whatever it may be. And he's actually not even remotely in the conversation for MVP right now. And I understand to a degree why the beginning of the season, it's just hard to forget that you had some rough game and I get it, but like Drake May has had some off games. Stafford's mistakes cost them a game. They literally lost because of him against the Carolina Panthers. The New Orleans Saints just beat the Carolina Panthers. All right. Josh Allen, who I think definitely probably has the best argument for MVP. That's just the way I feel. Considering his roster is nowhere close to that of the Denver Broncos. But he's had some bad games as well, against the Falcons, against the Patriots the first time. So you can't just go by base off of bad games. Now, again, Josh Allen has more total touchdowns, a lot more total touchdowns, more total yards, higher completion percentage, nearly the same passing yards. And so, I do think it's pretty fair to say that Josh Allen has had a better season, but but the point that I'm trying to make is not that like Bo Nix had a better season. My point is like, why are we not having like real conversations about Bo Nix being a top quarterback in the NFL right now? And is it because his passer rating is low artificially because of all the drop passes and what, like, you know, like, I don't know, he's been awesome. He's managed games at a great level. He's been a game wrecker and a game breaker and a game changer at special levels. The comeback wins. He's now got huge wins against big teams. It's tough though, because maybe some of his wins were like, well, the Chiefs aren't really that good, and well, the Eagles have been inconsistent, but it's like there were still big wins. There were still important wins, taking down the Packers. Yeah, man, he continues to play at this level. If he continues to play at this level, he's obviously not going to be flawless. I can guarantee you he's going to make a really bad throw. He's going to miss a wide open receiver. Dare I say, he might throw an interception or two, or have a fumble or something, take a bad sack. But if this is the way he's playing right now as his floor for just this season, I'm not talking about like in forever, but just like the way he's playing right now, he is just in it. They should be Super Bowl favorites because that's just how complete this team is. Especially if everyone's going to rise to the occasion. Mims, Franklin, etc. Like, you know, Surtain, you know, ripping down balls and stuff. Like if everyone's going to rise to the occasion and Bo Nix is going to play at this level. Gosh, could you imagine if they could just have a really reliable, tough, physical run game that they could just consistently, like, you laughed or no, I don't know, just set Bo up for like 3rd and 3, you know, 2nd and 7, like, I don't know, just something. But yeah, the damage can be done, as we've consistently seen all season long. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos and Bon Nix just causing havoc? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.